About Christmas by Carolyn. Oh God, how am I going to tell her? About Christmas? Come to think of it, God, it's all your fault. All this trouble caused by your son's blasted birthday. Bloody Capricorns. Oh, knickers. Because of Ian, I've started blaspheming. I've become a real old bat, blaming my son-in-law for absolutely everything, from the price of peas to the rise of nationalism amongst the lower middle classes. But seriously, how am I going to tell her? We've always spent Christmas Day together. Jerry insisted on tradition. When we were first married, Jerry and I would have our parents over on Boxing Day, see friends on New Year's Eve, but Christmas Eve was for peeling carrots for Rudolph, and eventually to stuffing a stocking for Emily, our perfect princess. An orange in the toe, toys when she was younger, and what her dada called silly Billy Smellies once she became too old for yo-yos and stickle bricks. It was all such fun. Even when Ian barged into our lives and we had to go to his for Christmas dinner, Jerry would sneak a stocking under their tree to our daughter's delight and our husband's bemusement. Funny that we never thought of making a stocking for Ian. Well, he may be a wizard with financial bonds, but he doesn't understand family. To be fair, he helps Emily stuff the goose and load the dishwasher. He even joined in the laughter that first Christmas, when the smoke alarm went off and all the residents on their block of flats had to gather in the street due to his over-enthusiasm with the lighted brandy. It was nice to meet their neighbours. 4 consecutive years at their riverside apartment. I just had the one little Bellini so I could drive home, allowing Jerry to join Ian, supping the cognac and discussing the merits of some fancy red wines bought via a Sunday supplement mixed case offer. Emily would tell me all about her job at the health centre, and we'd catch up on the tittle-tattle she read on Facebook, whilst our chaps talked about the football, now that both supported the same team. Jerry, from his childhood, being brought up on the King's Road, and Ian, obviously a tactical convert due to Chelsea's city boy prestige. Ian went to school in Crystal Palace. Digression is the first cousin of procrastination, and I appear to be mastering both. I must, do you see what Mrs. Macbeth says? Something like courage to the sticking place and tell her tonight. Get her to understand. Screw, that's the word. Screw my courage to the sticking place. I could start with, I don't want to upset you. Oh, no, never muse a negative. That's what all the counsellors say. Negatives encourage conflict. You have to twist the negative to a positive. So, I'll take a deep breath and simply announce, good news, darling, I'm not spending Christmas with you. Well, it's certainly better than, Emily, darling, I don't want to disappoint you, but actually, will it disappoint her? Doubt it will upset him, especially after last year when it was just the 3 of us. But maybe I shouldn't even suggest that she might be hurt. I can't be doing with tears. Sometimes she can be quite pathetic. Ian's hardly done much for her self-confidence. Lots of smiles on the outside, but if you ask me, a bit of a bully underneath. He's all aftershave and manicured fingernails. It's ridiculous. At at my age, struggling to say what I want, or rather what I don't want. It's a pity we don't write letters anymore. Of course, Ian would do it by email. Subject heading, Xmas 2013. Message body, you're on your own this year. Signature, all the family you've got. You see, I saw the winter sun brochures when I went over last Sunday, where they left deliberately poking out of the magazine racks just so that I'd get the message. Did I imagine that Ian mentioned several times that his office would be closed for a full fortnight this year? And Emily's looked so pale lately. She's certainly losing weight. A holiday would do her good, so I don't know what I'm worried about. I'm doing them a favour. All I need to do is to ring her tonight and simply say, "Darling, you know that I've been going to that reading group at the library. You know I've mentioned a Marjorie and Ken. Well, the thing is that Ken has a brother, Leo, and then what? How do I continue? I could just be direct, modern even. The thing is, I could just blurt it out. Emily, my sweet, the thing is that I just want to spend Christmas with a chap called Leo, shagging him senseless. Maybe not. But I will phone her in a minute and tell her, in a matter-of-fact manner, that I intend to spend Christmas with my new friends in their holiday cottage in Norfolk. I'll say that a week there should help me decide whether to continue to see Leo in the new year. I'll be all light-hearted and say that as long as I remember to charge my mobile, we'll be able to speak on Christmas Day. Ian is quick to book a last-minute all-inclusive break at a resort in Antigua linked to one of his company's subsidiaries, whatever that might mean. Well, it seems a strange idea, sunbathing in December. Christmas is meant to be constructing snowmen, not sand castles, mulling wine and sledging, not sipping mojitos and snorkeling. Apparently, he says when I drop them off at the airport, the resort will also be a good networking opportunity. Emily is less than enthusiastic. Her tone is resigned and laden with disapproval. I do believe she considers me to be a harlot. The Christmas card she sends me is smaller than usual, depicting a dour Virgin Mary seated beneath a somewhat tarnished golden star. Such a daddy's girl. I find myself amused, but stand my ground. As arranged, my mobile trills on Christmas Day. I am not ready though. Jingling noise confuses me. I'm dazed. I must have dropped off. Where is the damn thing? Mum? Emily sounds anxious. Emily! I pull myself together. Happy Christmas! Happy Christmas, Mum. Thank you, darling. Are you all right? She asked, maybe sensing my air of bewilderment. Yes, fine. I walk towards the fridge where my mobile phone reception is the weakest. Are you having a time? I ask. What, Mum? You're cracking up. I said, are you having a... I shout, I'm garden, but there's hardly any signal. It's cold, but it's very pretty now that the snow has... Oh, hold on. The trees look like they're dappled with icing sugar, and I've a log fire to get back to. Love you. hissing accompanies the sounds. Never mind, she says. Try me again, Steve. Love you. I close the fridge door and hang up. Poor Leo. My first New Year's resolution will be to dump him. I wonder if he'll be hurt. Shall I have him distraught, pestering me almost on the verge of stalking, or will I make him a dapper gentleman? He could be the philosophical type, sophisticated even, with a mellifluous voice, hoping we might platonically continue to go to the opera every now and then. I can picture him in a top hat, tails, white silk scarf rakishly lounging over his shoulders. He'll have a neatly trimmed moustache and twinkling blue eyes. Whereas distraught Leo will be the sort to dye his hair that shade of brown that never looks natural upon men of a certain age. And he'll wear fair tank tops. Oh, and yes, corduroy trousers which hover half an inch above his ankles. He will nasally plead for a second chance with a tear threatening Oh dear, no, I don't think so. I don't think I could ever have contemplated stepping out with that version. I opened the fridge door. Something caught my eye when I was on the phone. Eggs. Fried eggs. Oh, that's what I fancy. On toast. White, not brown. After all, it's Christmas Day, so hang the cholesterol and I'll fry them in real butter. I'll do the toast under the grill, so the outside's crunchy, but the middle is all warm and doughy, so as to catch the yolk as it drizzles through. A lunch fit for a queen. I open a bottle of Merlot and sip some immediately, not caring that there's no one around to insist that I leave it a while to breathe. Great things, mobile phones. I could be anywhere I choose. And I choose my own sitting room. You see, Jerry, I couldn't face it, going to them for Christmas lunch again. I want to be here where sometimes, if I concentrate, I can still smell you in the creases of your armchair. Truth is, I couldn't face being with Emily and Ian, seeing him hold her, touch her. I mean, it's not that sort of jealousy. It's like after all those miscarriages where all I seemed to see was prams everywhere. Now it's lovers. Get a room, I want to scream. I've become a miserable old cow who enjoys baiting my son-in-law. Or rather, I wish I did. If I really did enjoy it, I'd have been with them now. Oh, yes, I could have. Emily is so malleable. Press the right buttons, a touch of angina, and she'd never have got on that plane. Honey, all I wanted was to be here, next to an empty chair that still smells of your bloody stupid cigars. Oh, I know Emily blames me. Thinks I should have made you totally give up smoking and stopped you from lavishing your food with so much salt. Maybe I should get a cat. You've got to be better than chatting to a stupid chair. This is jolly nice wine. It's good to have a drink or two and not worry about driving home. Could get a cat and call it Leo. Could join a book club. Could write a book. Could chat to that fellow I keep bumping into at the garden centre. Probably married, but you never know. Might have a brother. Night night, smelly old chair. Maybe in the spring, giving you a bit of a clean wouldn't go amiss.